unfair. I've done so much for them and they're so ungrateful. How dare they? I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to help them. Have you ever been in such a situation where you've put so much effort into your work and then the result you hoped for didn't happen? Then you get all angry, cynical, everybody around you goes on your nerves, you're not motivated, you feel extremely tired, and you slowly go into burnout. This can happen to each one of us, and it doesn't matter so much what position you have. It can happen with employees, with people who work with customers, with people who work with data, with managers, team leaders, with business owners, with freelancers. So um, every person who works can experience burnout if they're not careful. Especially when you've already had experienced a burnout at some point in your life, it's important to take some measures so that it doesn't happen again. Prevention is always better, so don't wait until you've burnt yourself out to do something. In such a situation, it's way more difficult. It's better to have a proper system put in place so that you can work and you can still enjoy working and be motivated and have your life, your personal life as well, and feel good instead of giving 300% of yourself to work and then be disappointed, have problems with family, with health, because giving way too much to your work, so your life consisting mainly of work, and neglecting the other areas of your life has bitter price. What to do to have balance in your life, to prevent yourself from burning out? Usually, when we have a lot going on, there's a lot of pressure, a lot of fire to take care of. The automatic thing we do is we stay late at work, we don't take breaks, lunch breaks, forget it, we just eat in front of the computer. We don't take small breaks, forget it, I don't have time to talk to my colleagues right now. Um, we're so tired after work that we don't go to any social events. We don't go to the gym. We don't go walking. We just focus on work, and our lives slowly starts consisting only of work. And this is exactly what could burn us out. Our bodies are not meant to sit on a chair all the day, and this on itself creates tremendous amount of stress. So if you sit, if you don't give your body any movement, it does create stress for it. Then you have stress from your work, and it gets overwhelming. It gets way too much for your nervous system. So that's why it's so important to have some sport, have some movement every single day so that this stress can go out of your system. And I know, but I don't have time. I have so much to do. I don't have time to go to the gym. I don't have time to take breaks. And sometimes, oh, my neck hurts so much. And then you realize, oh, but I've been sitting here for 5 hours straight already. I haven't even gotten up to get myself some water. Um, it is important. Like when you are overly stressed and under pressure and working long hours, um, at some point you're not that productive anymore. So I'm sure you know this already mentally, that if you have some break, do something, move something, you will feel better and your brain starts working better. But usually, when we are under stress, we just keep going, we don't think about it. So that's why it's important to put some boundaries with yourself and say, okay, 4 hours in a row, I didn't move at all from this chair. It's time to stand up, stretch, go for a walk, jump a bit if you need it. If you like going to the gym, okay, go to the gym in the evening, go for a run, go dancing, just do something. Your body needs regular movement every single day, generally, and especially when you are under such a tremendous pressure. There needs to be a way for the stress to get out of your nervous system, otherwise, it will create problems, and that's not what you want. I know that. The next important thing is to stay connected with other people. And I know this is also something where the moment we are under pressure and we have too much going on, that's also one of the first things we get rid of. So we stop going out for coffee with friends, we stop reaching out to them, we stop going to visit our family because we have so much work to do. And I know sometimes people use this as an excuse for I can't come because I have too much going on, but you actually didn't want to go. Fine, okay. But generally, with people who do you good, where you know you feel better after you've spent some time with them, you connect, you can talk with all kinds of topics. Just make some time to have some conversation, to do something together with other human beings. Again, this recharges you, helps your nervous system calm down, and that's extremely important. Isolating yourself in front of the computer, not minding your loved ones, not minding your friends, um, not connecting to them, this is harmful for you and, of course, for your relationships as well. Laughter is very important too for burnout prevention. Um, Most of us don't work in fields that uh, it's life or death situation. Usually, we stress about things that are not really deadly, and it's not necessary to take our jobs and also our lives so serious. Um, it does help to laugh about some things. And of course, when you're stressed out and you usually are not used to allowing yourself to joke or to laugh, it's more difficult. That's why it's important to allow yourself the space to joke and to laugh before you get stressed out. So practice just this lightness, joking, laughing, maybe sending something funny to friends, colleagues, watching something funny, reading something funny, going to a comedy, just to train this muscle of laughter. And then in stressful situations, it comes automatically to joke about it, to connect with other human beings. Let's say when you have a walk with a friend and you joke about something there, you have three tools all in one that don't take so much time but have a tremendous positive effect on your nervous system and help you be more resilient at the end of the day. Rest is another important one. This is maybe the tool that most people think of when they feel it's too much for them and they're getting really tired. But most people understand sleep when we talk about rest. And sleep is important. Of course, when we start burning ourselves out, the brain cannot calm down. It keeps thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, and you cannot relax. That's why it's important to move, connect to people, laugh, so that you don't get to the point where you're so stressed out that your brain doesn't want to calm down and you cannot sleep, because there it's a vicious cycle. When you don't sleep, you get even more stressed, so that's not what you want. So yes, sleep is a very big one, very important one, but rest doesn't consist of sleep only. Rest can be to get away from the screen, to go somewhere in nature, to hike, and maybe to get um, physically tired, but your brain can relax, can focus on something else, can enjoy nature for a while, to go swimming, to read something totally unrelated to work, to do something creative, to play cards, play with puzzle, maybe declutter something in your home, like listen to your favorite music, dance a bit. So getting your brain away, your focus away from work and work trouble, so that you can really recharge. And the good thing is you feel better, you help yourself not burning yourself out, and then usually when you recharge like that, when you rest like this, you have better ideas, better solutions for problems at work, and you're way more productive, of course. Last tool we have, and maybe the most important one, is to know your boundaries and first check with yourself before investing 300% of yourself at work. And of course, sometimes there are times that it's very busy and you need to go and to do the extra mile. I understand that. But it's one thing giving your best, doing the best you can in the situation you are in. It's another thing squeezing yourself like a lemon, neglecting all the other aspects of your life and putting all your eggs in the work basket with the hope that people will be grateful, you'll get appreciation, maybe you'll get a promotion, maybe you'll get increase in your salary, especially when this is not negotiated in advance. Because, okay, it's one situation where you have um, the agreement that you take over this project, you need to build the structure, um, you need to make it stable, and when we see that you can do it, you'll get your promotion. Okay. It's another thing to say, yeah, I'll just give 300% of myself, and then they will see how good I am, they will promote me. Sometimes it does happen, but it's not every single time, so you don't have a guarantee this will happen. That's why it's not the best strategy to sacrifice yourself, your health, your personal life, in order to maybe get a promotion or maybe get an appreciation. Because imagine the scenario where you've worked so hard for 3, 4 months, let's say, where you've been there 10, 20 hours a day. You've worked on the weekends also to catch up on work. You didn't take your holiday, or you did take some holiday but worked through it as well. You were constantly thinking, planning, making sure everything is fine, and then this busy period is over. Maybe you get thank you, maybe you don't. Maybe you get some negative feedback that, yeah, you did a lot, but you had conflicts with your teammates. This you didn't do well, that you didn't do well. Um, I'm sorry, we were really happy with you, but we cannot increase your salary because we don't have budget for it, or there are not any new positions available, so we cannot really promote you. How would you feel? Angry, disappointed, sad maybe. All those efforts and sacrifices were in vain. That's why it's important to just sit with yourself and really make sure you are clear on what you're going to do in this situation, why are you doing it, and what's the price you need to pay. Are you really willing to pay with your health and with your personal life, maybe with your friendships, with your partner, to work 10, 12 hours per day for months without being sure that you get what you actually wanted? because no one said do this and we'll give you that. You just decided to do it. So it's not the company at fault. It's you imagining that if I put 300% of myself, I'll be appreciated. But unfortunately, that's not always the case. In order not to burn yourself out, just sit with yourself and see where your boundary is. And maybe do things not because maybe you'll get appreciated, maybe you'll get a promotion, but because you want to do your job well. That's the right thing to do. You can help out within your boundaries without sacrificing yourself. So you can do the best you can in the 8 hours you work there. Maybe one day you can stay 1, 2 hours more to help yourself for the next day, not to be so stressed out or to catch up on important tasks, but not every day. You get your vacation. On your vacation, it's normal that you don't work all the time, but you just manage to relax, recharge so that you're more productive afterwards and that you're healthy and your relationships don't suffer from it. So, knowing your own boundaries, being clear about them, that's what counts and that's what helps you not burn yourself out and not get disappointed.